Hi everybody, welcome to Live with Chaudhry. We're here in London for the CAR-TCR Europe Summit, and I'm delighted catching up with Henry Pegram from the King's College London Gene Therapy Vector Facility, as they have a poster here this week and we'll learn more about it. But before we do that, Henry, it's lovely to see you again. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Well, before we start talking about the poster though, for people not familiar with King's College London and the Gene Therapy Vector Facility, who are you and what do you do?
So we are a GMP viral vector manufacturing facility built into the university.
Right.
And so we're all about supplying GMP viral vector, whether it be lenti, retro, AAV, for early phase clinical trials without the commercial price tag.
Brilliant. Now, as I said, you've got this poster, so tell me more about this poster. What's it about?
So this really is just an overview of our capabilities, and so just to take you to the top. So as I say, we're a GMP viral vector manufacturing facility. We're all about providing that sort of flexible approach to manufacturing.
Right.
We're fully MHRA licensed. We're essentially a CDMO, but within the university, and so what comes with that is all that experience and knowledge, but sort of understanding of sort of early phase trials and everything that our clients might need. So if you come down here to the left-hand side, so we provide lentiviral vector and retroviral vector, have done for the last sort of 20 years or so. AAV is just coming online, and we can provide things as either drug substance or drug product for in vivo applications. We have our own platform processes, we have our own packaging plasmids, there's no cell line licensing fees, so what all of that means is we can provide things in a very cost-effective and competitive way. So whether you're grant-funded or you're a small biotech with a short cash runway, we can help you. So if you go over to the right-hand side, this just highlights that we've been going for a very long time now, over 20 years. To date, we've demonstrated we've manufactured over 120 batches for trial, and what comes with our sort of university base is all that expertise, whether it be upfront process development, QC, we have our own QP, we can help. We talked about value, but essentially it's very competitively priced. We just have to make sure we're sustainable, and so that's sort of very attractive to our clients. And just coming through the middle here, it's just to highlight that we're very end-to-end. So, you know, a lot of our clients, if for example they are grant funded, it's making sure that we're providing that support from the very early stage. So, you know, mapping those projects, doing any upfront process development work. And the same goes for biotech companies as well. You know, if a new process needs to be developed within our process development team, we can do that. All the way through to engineering batches for tox studies. We can do GMP batches for trial, of course, and then release for your trial too. So on the left-hand side, just to flag our lenti and retro manufacturing capabilities. So we are an adherent flask-based. We have an adherent flask-based manufacturing process, but we are developing bioreactors as well. Really the thing to highlight here is that we're very flexible, and we have lots of capacity to support with manufacturing too. And on the right-hand side is AAV. As I said, this is coming online at the beginning of next year. So the MHRA accreditation is expected sort of hopefully January or so, but that's going to be a single-use, low bioburden, low endotoxin manufacturing platform. It will also be adherent, and we're using the Univercells ScaleX Carbo system, which we're expecting to be sort of very highly efficient, and we're very serotype agnostic, so it doesn't matter what you're working on, we can help. On the left-hand side here, so the MSAT and process development team, led by Simon Walker, is very well established, and so whether it's producing engineering batches, producing material for tox studies and preclinical work, developing new assays, for example, sort of titration assays, we can do that, and also these new processes. We can do lots of QC testing on the right-hand side if we go to that now. Everything that our clients need to release their vector, whether it be in the UK, Europe, the US, we're set up to either do those assays in-house, or we can outsource them as needed to make sure that it's sort of compliant with whatever regulatory bodies you're working with. And just on the bottom here, just to flag that we've supported a lot of trials all over the UK, in the US, across Europe, and just sort of flags a number of the different therapy areas we've helped with, whether it be glioblastoma, epilepsy for in vivo applications, or ex vivo as well. So really that just summarises us.
Fantastic. Well, I've got one question for you though.
Yeah.
Obviously you've put the little box there, why work with Gene Therapy Vector Facility, but what makes what you do unique and different that people should use you rather than some of the other CDMOs out there?
Yeah, so we have the early stage focus. So, you know, there's a lot of big commercial suppliers that are really interested in getting clients in for, you know, the long haul, and but what comes with that is lots of commitment and lots of cost. So we're really, really good at what we do in the early phase. We can do things with all of the expertise to get you into first in human trials without that price tag, but also with the sort of the support that can come with that too.
Brilliant. Well, look, I really appreciate the time out to talk to me, Henry, today. So viewers, if you'd like to learn more, then obviously you can connect with Henry. His email is actually right there. Or you can connect with him on LinkedIn. Also, you can go to their website and their LinkedIn page, and obviously meet them at many other events, including Advanced Therapies, which is coming up in March, and learn more about what they do there. Henry, once again, thank you for your time. It's lovely to see you, my friend. And viewers, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay well and stay safe. Bye-bye.